Aaron, Deadeye, hello there. Aaron Redeeming first. How are you two doing? Hope you all are well. I'm great. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Tired. Busy day, but I'm doing good, I guess. I'm glad you're doing great. How are you, Aaron? I am sick and my cart's my car's starter. I got it. Stopped firing last night, so I'm out of car until I can get it fixed. Hopefully, coworker can get it fixed soonish. Run a car shop. I hope they can. That sounds annoying. I'm sorry to hear that. And you're sick. I guess you're just getting everything out of the way at once, right? Everything at once. Something like that, right? It's like when you're down, it just hits you even harder. How do? How do what? How's fire diffusing going? Well, Dead Ice department doesn't even really fight too many fires. They respond to other calls more often, if I remember correctly. How do I do? I'm doing all right. Yeah, we don't. It's stupid. I want to burn stuff. No, you put the fire out. You don't burn stuff, Deadeye. Oh, right. I mean, unless you're practicing, right? I mean, don't you guys do like practice fires or something and like how to respond to it? Which then you'd be burning something in a controlled environment. Burn every village. Ugh. Yeah, I'm tired. Well, we'll have a nice relaxing stream. Place a few blocks here and there. Holidays are coming up. I'm over here planning like a month in advance, seeing what the heck family's up to, figuring out mine and Hannah's plans. Donk, hello. How are you doing? Had to wake up at 6 a.m., but didn't get to go to sleep until 1 a.m. last night. I've been in that boat for a few nights. That's doesn't sound good at all. You should head to bed earlier. I can finally afford to decorate and get people gifts. I think gifts, I think. I'm so excited for Chrysler this year season. Oh, that's fun then. I'm well, thanks. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm glad you're well. It's good seeing you as always. Nah, get don't. Nah, there we go. All is well. Had to swat Nightbot away. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just trying to help. Mm, break? No, no breaks. I don't know why I didn't pop up. I think I offended Nightbot. Yeah, here we are. Whoa, that was weird. I can press F1 when the game is paused? I didn't know that. That's cool. Need to go pick up my parents. I'm using their car for work, so I'm having fun. Dropped out of college. Wait, you can? News to me? Maybe it's a new thing. I just accidentally did it. That's really cool. Anyway, gotta love finding new things every once in a while. Anyone been up to anything fun? I tried out Pummel Party for the first time. Uh, with Elijah, Laura, and Hannah. That game is fun. And you know, it does exactly what you would think to friendships. First thing Laura does off the bat, shoots me with a shotgun. It's okay. It was fun though. We didn't even finish. None of us had played before, so we didn't really know what to expect. Oh, it's becoming a mess. I got too many items. Ah, that's not true. Not enough items. See? I'm out of stone. Gotta go into the reserves again. Oh, it's kind of getting scary. I only have 5 shulkers of stone chests here. I think I got 4 more at spawn. Imagine if I ran out of stone. That'd be annoying. If we ever... I don't think we will. If I were to have run out of stone, we just start mining everything out. Everything. Just start mining layers down. Because I want to have big rooms under. Like, actually below the surface as well. Be a lot of work, though. It'll be a while. Lurk, thank you for the lurk there, Wally. It's good seeing you as always. Oh, we gotta plan out next month's game night. I was looking ahead. I'm not gonna do it Thanksgiving week, obviously. So that leaves it's a handful of Fridays, actually. Thanksgiving week is that last one, I believe. Yeah. We got 4 Friday. Wait, yeah. We got 4 Fridays to choose from. It's 5 Fridays next month. How about that? Still gotta talk to Hannah. Make sure we don't have any other plans. Actually, I think I do know there's a plan somewhere. I have to check. I think it's in the middle of the week. Since I see no bells, full tumor. Bells has been busy recently. They haven't been able to pop on in. That's alright, though. I think, a lot of people are busy at the moment. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, off to pick him up. Goodbye. Be back, you think? Sounds good there. And drive safely. Yeah. Everyone's been more busy, huh? Just one thing after another. Um, let's, I got an idea. Was able to pop on into Jesse's stream over the weekend. It was fun. Listened for a while. Apparently she's finally getting around to building, I don't even remember how I got the house, to be honest. I think someone gifted it me. She's building mushroom houses for a bunch of people. I was, like, near the bottom of the list. I had to give her the details of what the heck I wanted. I had no idea what I wanted. She'd, like, messaged me, and then I, like, popped on into chat. And then she was, like, asking me questions, like, oh, don't worry if you can't answer it just yet. I just need it sometime soon. I'm, like, over here, I'm like, I'm typing it out, Jesse. Just give me a chance. I don't know what I want. I've been doing so much map art recently. Every time I pop on into Jesse's stream, she's working on something map art related. Just to be fair, usually when I pop on in, it's like at the beginning of the stream, and that's like when she's working on the first redemption of the map art. I actually was messing around with a little bit of map art stuff here recently myself. Just mess around with one of the Minecraft generator things. It's curious how accurate or how good you can make something look. Never done any sort of map art myself. Always wanted to, though. Crazy amount of blocks go into it. Which is why Jessie's erasing every time she gets a map. She like gets one, locks it, and then she's able to make copies of that one. And then she erases it all and gets all the blocks back. So that's the smart way to do it. If you don't want to spend absolute absurd amount of resources. If I ever did map art, I'd want to just spend the absolute absurd amount of resources because I'm just downright crazy. We'd like end up getting so diverted with collecting the resources for it all, and then we'd make endless amounts of farms that are just beyond broken, just to work on map art stuff. It'd be great. Whoops. I was reminded again this weekend sometime I had opened up Twitch. Just how many people I follow. I feel like it's been a little empty recently throughout the week every time I go to pull someone up to lurk. We're still going for now. I may as well. I'm not doing as many hours as I used to with stream, I do know that. Actually, this month, or this last month, we've actually picked it up with the pace again. I'm right around where I was almost for a little while. But even then, no. Streams have been shorter. Did have a silly idea that crossed my mind. I was like, I'd try and plan a weekend where I could just do a really long stream where all we do is play Stone. See how much we can actually get done. At the moment, we've only really been spending like an hour or two here. And we usually get a decent chunk done, but it'd be very intriguing to see what we could really get done. During the first Mountainathon, I forget what it was, but we had something. It may have just been a redemption, where people could make me go and put a shulker box of stone on the mountain. I don't even know how many we placed, but we had started it like working right around in, where was it? Maybe it was right around on this end. I think we were just near the end of the water, and we had covered like almost the entire like back portion, like half the back portion we had placed stone down for. this last year's uh Mountainathon, we didn't place any stone, it felt like. We were busy doing that armor stand stuff. I think that's one of those things where I'll remember for future times. It was fun doing the armor stand stuff, but I also wanted to actually play the game. Actually work on the mountain. What are we gonna do when the mountain's finally done? It'll be the final Mountainathon stream. Ah, could you imagine if we lined it up with, like, finishing? Nah. It'll never be done. No, I probably will. Although recently, I haven't been thinking too much with this world. Hasn't been on my mind. How's this looking? Okay. I can go with this. Is there anything anyone would like to see me do on stream, though? Maybe a different game, or even just something in this world? Or do you guys still just enjoy the few hours of building or terraforming more of? And just me rambling on? The consistent humming. I'll take it as a no. You guys just enjoy listening to me ramble. Well, that's good. No answer is sometimes better than a answer, I guess. Hello, King Cat. Welcome on in. How am I? I'm doing all right. Probably not gonna stay long because today is just one of those days, you know. I feel that. I had a long day myself. So I feel that. I hope you're doing all right. Mostly doing all right. Well, that's good, right? We're just working on the mountain, placing one stone after another. Oh, I already left. Emptied an inventory worth. I would have given up. I don't build big things like this. It's just me personally. We just do it one step at a time. I don't think anyone ever really gives up on a build. I think they just it slowly gets pushed further and further out of their mind, and because they'll put in a good solid amount of hours into something, starting to look good, and it looks good, and it's like, I don't want to touch it. It already looks good. I don't know what to do. And it's just, you slowly time comes around, and you never actually do anything with it in the end. And procrastination, it's not like you have a due date for it. There's no time frame are you putting on yourself. Well, that's fair. I'm sure procrastination's a part of it for most people. I mean, even I myself, I have a lot of builds just in this world where they're not finished. We've had them around forever. I plan to go back to them. Like, even my end portal room, it's not even finished. At the moment, I have a majority of it designed. All I gotta do is go and place the blocks. No, we haven't worked on it. It's probably been 3 years since we worked on it, and I have basically everything done for it. Just haven't actually built it in the world. It was funny because when I had started working on my end portal room, I was kind of doing a race with someone, and then they completely stopped working on theirs. And I was so far ahead that I ended up just stopping for a bit, and then that bit turned into a long time. I'll come back to it. I had plans to use shroom lights in it. In a pretty large amount, I'd say. A lot of shroom lights. Just for like some lighting in the ceiling. And that was like the first time where we were like manually harvesting shroomlights because I didn't have a shroomlight farm at the time. Then eventually I decided to make a whole bunch of light grids. I didn't actually, we'd had torch grids and wanted to remove the torches for lag reasons, and then I ended up choosing shroomlights since you can break them instantly. So I made a shroomlight farm. Still never went back to that build. We'll make it back there eventually. I think my big thing, I always start a build where I'm working on like a medieval village, and it always gets into this like repetitive motion where I'm making very similar houses, and it's not as fun as the first few houses were when I built them. And it's too repetitive, apparently. And I never end up doing it. Or I make a few really nice houses and I'm like, oh, they're amazing. And then I take a break for a little bit, come back to it, and I'm like, I don't know how to build a house like that again. I don't know. Alright, Thad, have fun. Sorry I haven't stayed long. I hope you have a good rest of your day and stream. Oh, it's alright there, King Cat. I fully understand. You have a good rest of your evening. And I appreciate you stopping on by. I do. First hydrate? Leave the hydrate there, King Cat. I appreciate it. Now you go and relax. And you have a good evening there. We're just gonna continue this motion. Oh, we never started. There we go. Dang. Half an hour worth of work never found again. It's not like we stream this. Let's ease into this just a little bit more. Let's raise this one up a little more. The one nice thing that this project has always given me is plenty of time to just work on something, at least that comes simply to me at the moment, which is terraforming. It allows me to work on this whilst I'm able to think about all the things I can possibly do with the space that I'm making for myself. At the same time, though, it's given me too much time sometimes. There's moments where it's like an idea hits me and all I want to do is work on that idea, but the problem is I have this mountain in my way that I gotta finish before I can even start the idea. So, it gives me a little bit more motivation to place a few more shulkers of stone that day. So I can get closer to working on that idea. Mm-hmm. My bed. Hello there, D. Clark. Lurking for a bit. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well yourself. And I appreciate you lurking as always, D. Clark. And anyone else that's lurking. Alright. I needed a nice peaceful stream, to be honest. Oh goodness, rain again. So much space to work with here, with that being our middle. I had you on the TV since I was working on my laptop. Just didn't want to work. So now I'm on my iPad. It just didn't want to work. I'm on the iPad. Sweet. Smaller screen. But, you know, it's besides the point. Being a contrary. It is a smaller screen, but not so small. It's a large iPad screen. I'm old and my eyes appreciate it. Well, of course. It's okay. It's all just a bunch of gray on my screen anyway, Declare. You're not colorblind now, are you? This is where D. Clark is like, yeah, no, actually, I'm a little bit colorblind. I have a hard time seeing green. Nope. Oh, phew. Yeah, no, greens and reds, Thad? Oof. I have a tough time with those two. So now I'm watching Sasha's listening to you with classical music playing as well. Hey, there's nothing wrong with classical music. I enjoy it. I was tempted one day to just play it as the stream music, but I wasn't sure how many people would enjoy it. I think the lo-fi fits our vibe here pretty well. Now it just sounds like you're taking me out on a date here. We got classical music playing. By any chance, are we at the dinner table, D-Clock? I'm on the opposite side of you. They're candlelit. Oh, sadly, no. Sadly, indeed. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm up for just a nice restaurant dinner at the moment. I think at the moment I would rather have some hot chocolate and cozy up with a blanket. Throw a movie on that I don't really care about. Some random one. That sounds nice. Then deep down, I'll be thinking the entire time, man, I could really play some Minecraft. No, it's time to relax. Ate some spicy chicken for dinner, and now on the couch with my coffee and Sophie. Aw, hello there, Sophie. Spicy chicken. I love chicken. It's always in the rotation of meals, somehow making it. Are you particular with your brand? I only am because of the people I know. Such an odd conversation. Well, it wouldn't be as much fun if not. Not really. I just look for less of the white lines in the meat. Somewhere I heard that it means growth hormones or something like that. Oh, probably. That's fair. I was sad. I went to grocery shopping yesterday, and they had a very poor selection of any chicken. Just fair. Went at a bad time. It was at the end of the day, so everyone else was there as well. Same from where I store this past weekend, yeah. If I had the space, I would raise my own, then I know what they are eating. Well, even then, you can't let them get too old, then they'll get tough. You'd name it and be like, oh, yes, Brenda here, she was lovely. Made for a great meal. See, that's why you gotta get that plot of land in the middle of nowhere, D. Clark. The dream that I've made up for you, that you agree with. Try to fry Brenda with veggies. Ugh. It's always been like a running joke where if one of us ever had far too much money, we'd build a big complex for all our friends. I think we just build a big complex for all our friends in the middle of nowhere. Almost middle of nowhere. That sounds lovely. it expanded even further when Hannah was playing The Sims. It's like, oh, we'll just have like a little town for ourselves. We all have our own houses. We're all near one another. I'd be in for that. I know, I'm right there with you. I think I'm right there with you. So if any of us win the lottery, even then you wouldn't. There'd be so much money to do such things. Gotta play it to win it. I know, that's the problem. I don't. uh, oh. Me neither. It's just a losing game. Although, my family, anytime we meet up for the holidays, we'll, usually one of them, will buy a whole bunch of scratch-offs for all of us to do. It's just like a running thing that we started doing. So it was really funny because on our way to Gen Con this year, me and Hannah stopped at my brother's new place to help him out with a few things because he was literally moving into it that week. Or the week before, he was still moving into it. So we stopped there because it was right on our way and it broke up our drive a good amount. And of course, we had some scratch offs since there was a few of us there. And Hannah doesn't do them at all too often. It's a new thing for her with being around my family. And she's over here scratching one off, and she's like, "What is this?" She's like, "I think you're gonna have to clarify this card for me. Because I don't know if I'm doing it right." She's like, "I got like like 4 or 5 of like automatic win things." She didn't know it was automatic win things though. And she's like, "I have like 4 or 5 of these guys here." I'm like, "What? What do you have?" Go figure. She actually does. I think it was like $60. It was stupid. Uh, so we always buy donuts from Quick Trip. Uh, and it paid for the donuts on our way there. And score for the newbie. The newbie always wins. Yeah, started off Gen Con on a high. Max's father used to do that for us at Christmas. Oh, see, yeah, it's always around the holidays. I think it's because of I think my grandma always would do them. Is Hannah's week better this week? Oh, probably not. She is now training her team on the new system that they gotta transition into like next week. Though she said yesterday it didn't go too bad. It was just a busy day. It's okay. I made her day. Because I'd messaged her. I was like, I went grocery shopping on my way home. She said, "Oh, nice." And then she finally looked around. She's like, "You got me Dr. Pepper." I'm like, "Of course." Had to make sure you ended your day nicely. Hopefully it goes smooth and people pick up quick. They should. Because from my understanding of this, it's literally to make it easier in the end. So, oh, so thoughtful of you, right? I knew she didn't have much left. I get my coffee, she gets her Dr. Pepper. I don't like any sort of soda, but anytime I open up a can for her, I'll steal a sip. And it's always terrible, but I always steal a sip. And I joked with her yesterday. I was like, by the end of a year, I end up drinking like 3 sodas because of you. Throughout all these little sips. Always bad. Don't like the carbonation. Just don't take a sip. No, you gotta take a sip. It's the tax. So I don't mind the flavors so much. I just don't like the carbonation. No, we will. That reminds me. I couldn't go one of the ways, my usual way to get home today. There was a police officer blocking my road. I had to take a different way. Completely messed with my head for a second. Oh, of course. Yes, of course. Got to take a tax out. I don't know if you're here for it, D. Clark, but we threw up this scaffolding. That goes to world height. Essentially, and it's kind of also like where the middle of the mountain is. It's like right off this point here. Or like right here, maybe. Yeah. Which is just about middle. I think the middle's a few more blocks this way. Give or take 20-ish. If you didn't get lost getting home, then all this, yeah, I didn't get lost. It was a whole bunch of construction all throughout the summer. So I already tallest peak, most likely. Uh, so I already knew those roads. Problem is, that's not a lot of height to work with. It's always been suggested that I just change the world height limit. I'm still thinking about it. But now I have a different ideas to work with until I at least get a lot more of this backside done. Then I'll be able to form more of an idea of what I can and cannot do. What the heck did I do here? When did I do this? Oh, I see what happened. Good gracious. Have to might this down a little. Allows for a smoother transition from this cliff edge that was made here. Hi, Cinnamon. How are you? Well, this isn't going smooth. This is why we don't do this. That's all right. There we go. Not bad. Tell me to turn out. Ah, yes. Good, good. Always make something work in the end. It's a nice thing about terraforming. Just molding it into whatever shape you want. Gotta kind of be careful here. Because the box will extend at least 5-ish blocks more up because of how I plan on doing these sections. So I gotta make sure this section actually makes it up and over. Which I think we should be fine here. We're within, what, about 2 blocks under? So we should be fine. 2 blocks is nothing. 2 blocks under, plus we need another 5-ish. We should be good. Funny how repeating patterns can form accidentally in terraforming. Try my best to fix them, but they're everywhere. It's easy to spot them. Say right there, there's a few of them. It doesn't matter sometimes with like just this stuff going up, but other times it does matter. At least to me. Where were we? I guess. Alright. You okay, Cinnamon? Keeps tapping my arm. Just needs fat love. Apparently. You're not speaking for yourself now, D. Clark, right? Sorry. You don't need to answer. uh, no, I would get into trouble then. Smart. Don't want to anger the Hannah. She has the power to ban. Not worried about getting banned. If we ever meet, eating out kids. That's fair. That is fair. Okay, so far Elijah survived each Gen Con. Few scratches here and there. Oh, I gotta take a break here. My bot didn't want to say anything. It's on the hour. And I need to stand up. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break. Anyone lurking, anyone here. It's a good time to stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something to eat if you haven't yet tonight. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Hope everyone took a break there. Back to stone placing, huh? It's always good to stand up. Wakes me up every time I take a break, I gotta say. It's nice. I keep doing the same thing over and over. I wanna take this up, not that way. It's that repeating pattern again. It is. It's everywhere. You start to notice it. Like if I just take it in for a second here. I got one. It's fine. Like for this stuff, it doesn't really matter. I said, but like you just kind of see it. Like there's one. Like I don't know how it happened. See it a lot once you start looking at it. And like it doesn't. It still looks good. I always try to break it because then it looks even better. Nice, whatever. And then the big picture that matters a little bit more. Make sure that the big picture isn't just a big repeating thing. Then I think if we take this up, maybe up there, I don't know. I can't do it too flat. Trying to get it up there though. Since working on that uh, small mountain on the server at my base, it allowed me to try out something with how to like ease in the bottom of the mountain from like just the flat ground into the mountain a little bit better. I tried out something. I'm really happy with how it looks. So when I come back to redo the bottoms of this mountain, I think I have a pretty solid plan. Which is nice. Perfect. Just gotta color in the lines. How about that? Amazing what a few blocks can do. I want to continue this one up, put another handful of blocks, and then we're gonna plateau out again. Oh, it's all beginning to form. Need it to like right around this height is where I need it to be, right over there. Yo, cookies, really? I promise you, I'm not getting low. Tabs. I'm so far behind. We need to go and do some mining or something. Burn through my saturation. Like, eat nothing whilst I'm working on the mountain. But that's all I really want to work on at the moment because... oh, I'm in the mood. Like I said... there's ideas I want to do with this entire terraforming project. I can't do them until it's at least done. Shell. At the bare minimum. I think what will be really fun because my plan is to not do all of like the detailing of the mountain in one go. Just like how I'm doing the shell all in one go. My plan is to kind of just do a patchwork where we only detail where we're really working. So like the front will probably get done first. If we start doing like a random tower on the mountain, then the land around that tower is gonna be detailed. It's like we'll have like patches of finished areas. It'll be interesting. At least that's my plan at the moment. Maybe I'll be disprove myself and change it up. Another person I don't see too much of Tabs at the moment. I know she's been busy with classwork. Lana? Hello there, Lana. How are you doing?
Hello, the Tholdy Thad.
The Tholdy Thad. It's Thampa. Thank you very much. With a prime resub of 19 months. That's a lot of months. I really appreciate the resub there, Lana. How are you doing? She's a busy person for sure. I know. Everyone's busy. I never see Jesse anymore. Don't see tabs. Oscars here and there. Elijah's always busy. Where are all my streamer friends? I shouldn't be saying anything. I'm a part of a Twitch team. There's loads of people that are always live on my team. There's a surprisingly large amount of people that are in it. Problem is, I just don't know them all too well. It goes by fast. It does go by fast. I believe D. Clark's resub is probably up in like the next day. I feel like he just resubbed. But you know, it's probably tomorrow for all I know. Well, that I'm watching Thad stream. Day is a lot better. I'll stop it. You don't have to lie to me. We've just been working on the mountain. Placing down stone. I think we started right around over there. No. It was somewhere in here. Yeah, I think it was like right there. We've just kind of been working along. Be a few days yet, I think. Tomorrow. I can see it starting to close in. It's still a big hole to cover. Although it'll be a very fast once we do. There'll be like a certain threshold that we get to where all of a sudden everything's gonna go really fast with the mountain, or it'll feel that way. We're still a little ways away from that threshold, I'd say. I'm still just a little ant. But like if I go walk over there, like that right there, it's pretty close to our final height. That's why I'm not working over there anymore. We did too much. Need to work on the rest of it. Been up to anything fun there, Lana? Anything new or interesting? Exciting? Phasmo released a new Halloween update and it made the ghosts extra spooky and there's fun challenges. That's cool. Good on them for capitalizing Halloween. Still need to get Lara to play it so I can sacrifice her to the ghost. I haven't played it myself. But if I do, and I'm playing with you, I'm not trusting you one bit. I was like, go over there. I will walk the other way. I'm just nope. I'm totally trustworthy. No, you're not. I don't know what you're on about. Sorry. Oh, I just remembered one of my ideas that I have for the inside of the mountain. Terraforming will never be done. We will always have a terror. We'll always be terraforming. So we're doing like the outside of the mountain at the moment. Just wait till I have to terraform the inside. Uh, it'll be a blast. Somehow. We'll be like working like top down, which is interesting. I have ideas to make it easier. Ah, almost fell. Ah. Oh, you know what project we haven't looked at in a while? Our Wither Skeleton Farm. Still want to do the perimeter. Need to like go look back at how many hours I put into it compared to how much we have dug out. Dug out. We use TNT to dig. It was kind of fun. It's always dangerous though. Problem at the moment, I have so many projects I want to work on and just get a lot done on it that I don't know which one to actually work on. The pain. Getting pulled in multiple directions and wanting to do everything. I don't know if Minecraft does anything for Halloween. Oh, yes they do. They do the pumpkins on the mob heads. Like on mobs' heads. On Halloween, I believe, there's a chance for mobs to spawn with a carved pumpkin on the head, or a jack-o'-lantern, even better. That's cool. Last Halloween, my goodness, was on the 4-H server, and we had just finished, roughly just finished. It was right around that time. Just finished our Wither Skeleton farm. Like we had dug a perimeter by hand for that one. So all the Wither Skeletons were spawning in with pumpkins on their head. It was really cool. All those fun, unique things that Minecraft throws in for a day. Or like on Christmas, they change the chests into presents. Oh, it's coming around to that time of the year. I can use my Christmas skin again. Throw on my sweater. Exciting. I don't have a Halloween costume. I can make myself a ghost. All grayed out. Do we stream on Halloween? I think we do. Yes. Throw it on for the day. Aw. Could you imagine Thad skin that's a pirate? Be so much like redoing of my skin. At that point you would just like take the head, my head, and then like find a pirate skin to work with. Afraid it's a need VTuber pirate Thad? No. The VTuber things they're kind of weird. They freak me out. They have too much movement. You know, I've thought about removing our little guy in the corner. Oh, I got two of them. There we go. Thought about removing them at times. No? It's sacred. It's been there for as long as we've had the emote, just about. You know, a nice clean screen to look at, just Minecraft. Be too little. Just have chat in the corner. It'd be great. Right? Or do I let him stay? He's staying, probably. I am a little sad though. I don't think we're gonna hit our follower goal for the year. I didn't think we'd hit it in the begin with. Follows slowed down here at the end of the year. The last half of this year, they slowed down a lot. We were on a good pace for a while. I was getting about 50 follows a month. It was crazy. It's nothing compared to some people. So it was a lot for me. Well, suddenly all stopped. I had set a goal of I think it was 1,000, right? Sounds right. 1,000, get 1,000 followers by the end of the year. At the end of last year, we had hit our goal of 500. So it was to double it. So it was quite the number to try and reach. At that point in time, since I had already been streaming for about 3 years at that point in time. So 50 followers a month was a lot. That's alright. The important people are here, right? Ones that have followed. Yep, me and Lana. Oh, there's lurkers, I'm sure. I hope. I don't actually know. Is anyone else here? You don't have to come out, lurk. It's fine. Lana's not actually here. It's just some sort of thing. I'm here too. See, Deadeye's here. I feel like you were lurking here for a last while. Yeah, Deadeye too. See? Just the important people. I'm lurking, but I'm here. That's fine. You don't have to call yourselves out. I've never had a large amount of people always chatting. I'm a small streamer. That's the truth. But we've always had a handful of people that just like to lurk. All I ever do on Twitch anymore, it feels like. Chatting takes effort. It's like, you can't really be doing anything else if you're chatting in a stream. Unless you're just there for like the one-off comments. Ugh. You know, we never did anything with that, starting soon, like tour-esque video time-lapse that I made. Not even a time-lapse, more just a video. I'd planned on, doing something with it. Problem is, it's like, it's not really short form. It's like about 5 minutes to fly around the mountain. in that video, I believe. I don't know what I would do with it. I think that's the biggest problem I've noticed is that it's so hard to show off anything I've done in this world in a short period of time. I mean, any of my time lapses are hours. It's like 8 hours of time lapse. Or 4 hours, I forget. I haven't edited one in a long time. And it's hard to show that. No, I see the day and night passing by extremely fast in the time lapse. There was what was it? I had to break one up. It was the time lapse for the dig project over here. That time lapse, the entire project as a whole, just like flattening out just this little area here, because it was a basically just a normal generated mountain on its own, and I mined it down and then also dug a little bit further. It took so long that I had to break the time lapse up into two parts because it was going so fast that it was like I would have had to like throw a trigger warning like because of how many like flashes between dark and light it was doing from day and night. I had to break it up into two parts. It was funny. Did that so long ago now. We were digging out that project before we even knew the actual size of the mountain. I didn't have an official shape for it at that point in time. Epilepsy warning beforehand. Yeah, I would have needed one. The time lapse is crazy. Oh, I finally made it through a stack. And another shulker box of stone down. That's 3 in under 2 hours. We're making progress. I forget what the average time shulker takes me. It's varied so much. Connect these. Raise it up one more. Something like this. The first peak that we're doing actually today. Everything else has just been shaping things. I've been going for more of a more plateau areas just to try and work with the build height limit we already have. Plus, I always wanted more plateau areas. So the only way to do that is to actually make them. Oh, for those that are around, I'd asked earlier, I had started talking about it. Any dates next month that game night would be good? I really think I want to play Last Train on Wormtown. That one I know D-Clark's computer will run. Obviously not the weekend of Thanksgiving. But we have 4 other Fridays to look at. So if any of you guys got a favorite, or one that you know is open, help me with that. I do gotta say, I really enjoyed playing Don't Starve Together, though. It was fun. We'll revisit it soon again. It's crazy that I can do Don't Starve Together alone, just not online with others. Did you try and join like any other like random servers that people had open? It was weird. Like it's not even your computer that's like running the world is the funny thing. So you think it would be even easier on your computer. So weird. I'm so sorry as well. It gave you the chance to learn the game by watching someone play it instead of dying a whole bunch. 22nd is the only Friday I don't work. Keep it in mind. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving week. Yep. Lana, if you're around. I know you also work Fridays periodically. I didn't. You didn't. Okay. Fair enough. Progress. is moving along. What are we doing here, huh? I didn't know they would spawn inside blocks like that. I wonder what caused that to happen. Like what is considered their spawning space that they spawned inside a block. I wonder if it's all based off the raid captain and then they all spawn within a radius. So many wonders. I almost feel like at this point Minecraft's just become this thing where even those that are like programming the game and working on it don't understand everything that's going on in it. It's like, oh, well, it does that. Okay, moving on. Just with how old it is. Well, hello. I do find it funny that they'll just watch until you get within a certain radius of them. Like they'll wander on over to where you are and then they'll stop and just watch you. They like they just watch. It's really funny. I move this way, they follow. I move this way, they follow. It's like if I look away, they're gonna move. No, that's the new mob that they're planning on adding. The freaking. That sounds right. Stalkers. They're not. Yeah, they basically are. Well, then what are you guys? Those that are watching. Listeners. Watchers. Creepers. Ah. Yeah, this green thing. That explodes. Okay, you guys have had your fun. Why are they all damaged? No. Ooh, a head. I feel like I don't get a lot of pillagers' heads. I don't think I usually kill those guys. Ah, yes, I don't. I used to not at all because they didn't always used to get the ominous effect. That's why. I would just fly away and let them despawn. This is more annoying than anything. I think it'd be cooler if there were things like that that could happen to you in the game where, or even just like villages where like I don't know, maybe like a zombie raid happens. They used to have something like that. think they removed it. There's an update where they had messed around with zombies a whole bunch where it's still kind of there, just not as bad as it was. But it would be every time you like damaged a zombie, which is still how it kind of works today, there's a chance that it would spawn another. But the chance for spawning another was like 100% chance almost. It was crazy. So you would fight endless hordes of zombies like early on in the game. You'd like go through an entire iron sword just killing zombies while you're mining. And they would swarm to you. They still do that as well. They got a little more better balance now. Although I find it funny, I don't know if it's a bug or not, but if you damage zombie pigment, they even have a chance to spawn a zombie. I would doubt it's a bug. It's been in the game for so long now. It's funny every time every time it happens, there'll be like someone will be like, "What? Where'd the zombie come from?" I'm like, when you damage a zombie pigment, this happens. You know what I don't see too often anymore? Baby zombies on a chicken. I never see it anymore. I don't see a lot of mobs in the game, to be fair. I sleep away just about every night. You have to let them spawn to see them, I know. Kind of hard. This is an absurd amount of shroom lights. They're 10 blocks apart, you know. I think. I think it's like on the 10th block it's placed. Like, shows just how much area this truthfully is. Like, I have a render distance of like, I don't even know what it's set to at the moment. It's here. I have 48 chunk render distance. I'm not sure if that's actually 48 chunks. So it's not the best, but I can see like 40 some odd chunks and I still can't see the other side. It's hard to see the scale of this. How's this looking? Good, good. It's looking good. You been playing any Minecraft there, D. Clark? I feel like nobody I know ever plays Minecraft anymore. That hops on into my chat, it feels like. I never get to ask any of you if you're ever building anything because you guys aren't. You have? What have you been up to? Updated 1.21.3 and it broke my iron farm? Well, of course. I don't... What broke it? Wonder what changed. So I tore it down and I'm looking to rebuild it elsewhere. On Java? Oh, great. So excited. I know with spawn chunks, the size of that changing messed with iron farms. Yep, I watched it for 30 minutes and nothing spawned. Ah, that's annoying. Did you let it turn night? I know my iron farm had like once every like oh, there's still one more. Every once in a while. I say a while, probably a long while. It would end up breaking because the villagers needed to sleep. Like sucked away the night too much. Yeah, something with me being near it and then always sleeping. I'm sure it was also something to do with like spawn chunks with it as well. Every once in a while I would go and sit at it until it turned night, let them sleep a little bit, and then it fixed it. Well, you don't know now. Was AFK while working and was watching. Oh. Well, yep. Broke. Time to make a new one. At some point I want to make a really overpowered one for this world. Just because. So I've been looking for on YouTube one that just generates so much iron I can throw it away. That's what you need. Lige had made one on his hardcore world at one point, and it literally got to the point where he just said, screw it, everything else is getting burnt. There's some of them are so powerful where if you just sit at it for a little bit, you'll never be able to use as much iron as it makes. Especially if you put it in spawn chunks. I think is what he did. Have to like build out of iron. I think I have 9 shulkers of iron blocks. It's not like I'm gonna run out soon. Oh yeah, you got plenty right there. Like when I switched this world over from when it once was on a server to solo world as it is now, I didn't have any sort of iron farm. I was just living off of the reserves I had. Lived off the reserves of a lot of stuff: gunpowder, sugarcane. Still are for some stuff. Like bones. Oh no, we actually made a bone meal farm. Yeah. Some of those are now long gone. Sand I had a lot of at one point. I probably have more sand than I did at that point. We've gone through all that. Man, we've been riddled with pillagers today. Like the main thing I've ever used iron for is just beacons. The mass amount of beacons I have. Like also nowadays I just leave the pyramids where they are. If they're just out in the wild. Especially like the ones in my desert that I use a speed beacon for when I'm mining sand. There's probably so many empty iron pyramids just in my desert from areas that I no longer need the speed and because I mined all the sand. Dug all the sand. I was trading with it some, but mostly used it for beacons. Trading iron? No, it's crazy talk. Pumpkins. Pumpkins are the way to go. No, iron's actually a really good one. Iron and pumpkins, right? I think are always the top ones. Are some of the easiest. Hey, I always hear people are trading with villagers all the time. I never do. Besides, obviously the PvP, the King of the Hill PvP game I made, that was a special case. But like in just a normal world, I'm never trading with villagers. Just to get food and that's it. And the occasional book here and there. I mean, like, to be fair, I already have like a shulker box of pickaxes and a shulker box of shovels. I don't die, so that helps. Just had so much of it. I have a pumpkin and melon farm too. There you go. Oh, you gotta set up an auto crafter on that melon farm. That's why I specifically, when I set up my villagers in this world, I specifically made sure they all had the pumpkin trade. Because I didn't want to make a melon farm. I don't even have a pumpkin farm yet. That's one of the things I have just an absurd amount of just shulkers of pumpkins. Because I used to have a huge pumpkin farm when this world was on a server. No longer do. Should really just make one to have one. My plan is to put like that pumpkin farm like in my in the end with the villagers. Make it big enough where it gets like a stack of pumpkins within a few seconds. Have most mine traded all the way up. You mean your village? Like you just like you're just trading with them to level them up? That's fair. I think that's why we made a guardian farm, was to get fish to trade with our fishermen to just level them up. Made a guardian farm and just to trade away the fish. Plus just to have one. I think it was Tommy that had asked if I would ever build one. I was like, yeah, sure. Next week we built one. Real simple design. Didn't take long to build at all. Made a string farm for the fishermen. It took a bit, but they are all traded up too. Nice. Ooh, what kind of string farm? Because I have a really crazy spider farm. And I had found it. It was from some random. It was like a small person. It didn't. Some small YouTuber had figured out this spider farm. String machine, maybe. More than a farm. String machine, maybe? What? Oh. String machine? You make them string out of thin air. Is that still possible? I know there used to be a way to do that. Couple of tripwire hooks and water. It really does. Okay. Does that still work? It's like a glitch, I guess. Yeah, we used to have something like that for sugarcane as well, D. Clark. I know there's something that works with carpets. There's a different thing to use with any sort of gravity block to duplicate that. Get back on, put a screenshot and post it. No, I think I know what you're talking about. There's one with carpets that I've seen. But it's maybe not a tripwire hook. Eh. Not from me. I already got a spider farm. I love the spider farm too. It's so silly. Because I just like making mobs fall to their death. Raining items then. But no, there was a similar thing a while back, D. Clark, where you could do you could make sugarcane just grow like instantly. And there was a trick with pistons and that and moving a block under it, I believe, really fast, and it would grow the sugarcane every second, basically. Not even a second. Just as fast as a piston could move, essentially, it would grow the sugarcane. They removed that one. Caused so much lag on servers. Made some progress. Although I'm the only one on the server, there's no real need for some of these farms. Well, don't say that now. It's always nice to have an absurd amount of items. They just download it and shut it down. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah. The server I've been on, slowly less and less playtime has been put onto it. It's fine. It always comes to an end. I just gotta grab a schematic of everything. That's what I've learned, is make sure to save what I've done. What I need to do is make just like a creative world to just throw all old builds into. I'm still enjoying playing on the server though. I have some plans to mess around with a few more things on it, but we'll figure it out. The guy went into the army, so now it's just me. I asked a couple friends if they want to join, haven't really decided. That's fair. It's so hard to keep people consistently playing, and those that are able to just endlessly play the game, they're they're streaming it, uh, and they have really long-term worlds, be it hardcore or survival world. It's hard to convince them. And then the others that are able to play for a long time, they've played on so many servers where they just eventually die that it's hard to start anew. We need another like resurgence of Minecraft popularity. Had one I don't know when it was. I feel like it was right around beginning COVID time. There was like a resurgence where a lot of big YouTubers and streamers were trying out Minecraft. Brought a lot of spark into the game again. And there were some major updates around that time as well. We've endlessly talked about how it's impossible to keep people playing on one world. It just feels impossible. I think the worst part of it all is like it's hard to get someone new into a world that has been built so far up. Don't know what it is. It's probably like the most common asked question to any streamer. How do you continuously play the game? How do you continuously work on a project? Oh, just like the game. Comes naturally. There'll be those same people that get asked that question. It's like, how are you so good at building? That's because of how many hours I've played. Didn't happen overnight. Messed around and for days and weeks with different builds and palettes and all that. Doing all sorts of builds, getting more practice. Although I think nothing will ever beat the wonder of a new Minecraft player. It's a joy to watch someone that is completely brand new to the game, that is having fun with the game and like is building and doing just absolutely probably terrible looking stuff, but it's so unique how they think. It's so hard to once you have learned so much of Minecraft to go back to that. Now, where are we looking here? Oh, it's looking lovely. Huh? And I gotta work with this side and this side to go in this way. I have an idea. Just round out this a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. I don't know how much longer I'll be going. Just a heads up for those that are here. Don't worry. We'll raid out to someone. As always. Find someone fun to watch. Like I said, you know, been putting in more stream hours than I was for a little while, but still less than before. Just been more tired. Been more busy recently. Just overall. There we go. Do wake up out of your lurk, though. As I do appreciate it when people join on in when we raid someone. I don't even know who we're gonna raid just yet. Don't know who's live. Oh, it's a quiet night on Twitch. Quiet night indeed. I got a good amount of work done though today. We started like over there. Yeah, what? 4.5 shulkers of stone down? That's pretty good. I know who we're gonna raid, by the way. I got someone in our Twitch team live. Thanks for streaming. It's always so relaxing. Aw, it's good to see you there, Beastly Crawdad. I recognize you. I know you usually enjoy lurking. I'm glad you were enjoying stream. I needed a relaxing stream, to be honest. Only 250,000 shulkers to go. That would be so much stone now, D. Clark. We don't have that much to go. That's absurd. Only like... now, a couple hundred. Cozy stream. They're the best streams. In my mind. Just a number I threw out there. 250,000. God, I need to make another miscellaneous chest, apparently. We got a mob loot one. Here we go. Heads. Ooh, mini shroom light. Aw, it's so cute. Need to find whatever cat is closest to Cinnamon. Anyway. I know who I'm gonna raid. It's been a lovely stream. We've been going for a good 2.5 hours. Oh. Yeah. I hope you guys don't mind that streams in general have just been shorter. I've been needing more relaxing nights. Oh, I'm heading out. It's bad timing, Magic. Very bad timing. Hello. How are you doing? It's Let's get that second raid one out there as well. Do grab the raid message though. We'll be raiding out to Jeff, who's a part of our team extraordinary. By then, how are you though, Magic? I hope all is well. I hope your morning is going all right. It's what, 8 a.m. for you? You're just starting off your day? Mature audiences, my goodness. Jeff is in a forever world apparently, or a world that he plans on playing in till the end of his Minecraft days. Last time we visited him, he was just getting going. He didn't have too much, so don't expect crazy things. But I know he's a fun builder. He's a good streamer as well. Have a good day or a good night, all a good night there, D Clark, or day if appropriate. Yeah, if appropriate. I hope you have a good day there, Magic. I'm sorry I'm ending just now. But anyway, I'll be live again this week, Thursday, most likely. If anything changes, updates in the Discord, of course. Appreciate you all hanging out. Do grab the raid message. Grab the first one if you're sub. Grab the second one if you're not. That's alright by me. Otherwise, I think that's all I got for tonight. You all have a lovely rest of your evening. I'll see you next time.